There is so much to say, Oni. There is so much to say. So much happened last week. Now, before we go on, let's introduce ourselves. Hi guys, welcome to episode 2. My name is Ann Basi and with me is
Oni Tizzy.
Now we are BBNaija Feeds, brought to you by
Gist.
Great. And so much happened last week. We can't wait to gist. We can't wait. Ta-da-da.
You ain't ready yet.
I'm telling you.
You ain't ready yet.
Okay, guys. So last week, Ozzo was trending like back to back. Like he was a winning group. He was a winning team. He was a winning person.
A lot of things happened last week. They had practice upon practice on, the wager challenge they had, and they really did great. Ozzo led like a leader that he is. He has this way of always putting things in order, and I think it's an advantage for him.
He won over four.
Yeah, he won his wager, then him being the head of house, and I think everything, they really got everything right this week.
Like his team was so like, we are on Ozzo, we are going Ozzo.
No, Ozzo is a great leader. I wish he's going to just continually be the head of house, but sometimes some people call him, like this is BBNaija, it's not family meeting. He always makes it like a family meeting. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's a family man. Now moving on, let's go to Saturday night party. It was party after party.
Oh my god, Saturday night party was crazy. Thanks to DJ Kanye.
Exactly, he was just trending on Twitter.
Yeah, he did a great show.
That show really shut him out anyways.
Yeah, he did a great, especially with the ending where he had to add the housemate's name at the end and was in of Lagos. Nengi of Lagos. They were all hyped. Even an hour after that, they couldn't get over it. They were still singing their names. I was like, we are blown.
And you think that the DJ contributed to their drinking and they are getting drunk?
I think way before the DJ started, they were already getting drunk. Especially Erica, V. I don't know what happened. Erica was not. Laycon was on it. Everybody was on a hyped mode that night. The music might have contributed, but they started drinking way before then.
Do you think that's really what the Saturday party show is all about?
Yeah, you have to party, but I think you should.
Yeah,
I think you should curtail how, especially for the ladies, you should curtail how, especially when you don't want to do some crazy things on national TV. Exactly. You should know what you want to do, and then it brought in a lot of triangles and a lot of conflict. Yes,
a lot of conflict.
Because
like, Laycon was trending and Laycon was trending and Kiddway was trending, and I was like, what's going on? There was this story that Laycon was trying to keep Erica from Kiddway because she was drunk, and
he mentioned that
wouldn't take advantage of her.
That Erica specifically told him that she doesn't want to, have sex on national TV, so Laycon should protect her from. And he was almost like
to the extreme.
Yeah, it was almost like he was doing too
because
much.
Twitter was going mad, Instagram was crazy. You can name the rest.
Yeah, I think what happened that scenario is that Laycon was overly protective. He's overly protective of Erica.
Celebrities had to even come out and talk about it.
Yeah, he was overly protective of Erica, and I think if he understands his place, which he's getting to understand, I think,
I
based on
he will understand his
the
place
discussions that they've had, if he gets to understand, I think he'll really strike a balance and help him mentally.
A lot of celebrities will begin to say, this guy is becoming distracted. Do we need to get into the house and help him get back on track? He was playing too much, but
first week, Laycon was vibed up. He was all about his music, all about his game,
all about his brand. He was selling himself, and all of a sudden he started anchoring on Erica.
Exactly. So I think people want him back to his game.
But thinking about this, Erica, what about Kiddway? What is really up with him? What's happening? Because there was a part where he was saying that he's not a flirt. That a lot of people may be seeing him as a flirt on television, but that's just who he is. Not that he's a flirt, and that he's cool. You remember when Ebuka asked, in all of this, Kiddway, where are you really? Like, who are you? And he said that a lot of people have this mentality that he's a flirt, but he's actually not a flirt. That's just his personality. He likes Erica, he vibes with Erica, and he doesn't know where it's gonna lead them. I don't know if you saw that part.
Yeah, Kiddway has always been himself from day one. He has always been like that. He talks to a lot of people. He goes out. He sees, like, he acts like a flirt. And I don't think he's forming it at all.
But
I think that is normal nature.
But do you think he's actually flirting with Erica, or there's actually a connection?
he likes Erica, obviously. He likes the fact that she is so beautiful and then she smiles a lot. Her smile is to die for. Everybody talks about Erica's smile. So I think he has a little thing for her, but he has not yet balanced it. You know, people that are carefree like Kiddway, they hardly want to settle for, you know, something or be devoted to anything.
Yes, what it is.
Exactly.
So at this point, we can call it a crush.
He is a flirt. Erica is a flirt. That's what I see it as. They are both match made in heaven. They are both flirting with themselves and doing whatever.
Okay, so I think last night, that Sunday night show really addressed a lot of things.
Yeah, Ebuka
really
did
put things on the ground.
Yeah.
Exactly, because he addressed Nengi and he also addressed Erica and he addressed a lot of issues yesterday. Now let's go to the eviction.
Before the eviction, yeah. The tables Ebuka shook. I think a lot of times Dorothy is always put on the disadvantaged spot because, you know, whenever the gist of Nengi and also comes in, there's always this Dorothy hanging somewhere and she's actually tired of that episode. Yes. And you know, due to all this case, it brought about the fight between Lucy and Nengi. That was a huge fight. That was a huge fight. That was a huge one, yeah.
So let's talk about the eviction. Back to what we discussed last episode, where the outsiders as fans probably get to vote for least persons, and then the eviction is left to the in-house. If you notice, Tochi and Eric's eviction was as a result of in-house vote, because there were 4 people that were actually down, like nominated for eviction, but then Eric and Tochi had to go as a result of their fellow housemates evicted them. So what do you have to say about the eviction? What was your thoughts when the names were called? Well,
I knew Eric would be up for possible eviction, but I wasn't sure about the rest. So when Tochi, Trikiti, and Kaisha were mentioned, I was like, okay, I think from my predictions, I think Tochi and Eric are going to go, because I think a lot of people wanted Eric to go because he killed his vibe with his whole relationship with Lilo from the first week and the whole cuddling up. But now he was trying to come back on the show one time. Yeah, it was. I think it was too late. I think it was too late. So a lot of people were already tired of his whole body and eating of food.
I'm telling you,
he's always eating.
That he's a brand ambassador for Indomie. They've announced it.
Yeah, he should go outside and go and eat. I think he has finished half of Big Brother's food. Foodie. So I was excited sincerely.
So you were okay with the eviction result?
I think I'm okay with. I like Kaisha. I want her to stay. She has a whole vibe.
Needs to sit up.
Exactly. Whenever she drinks, she just comes on with this reggae vibe and she's saluting to the moon and saluting to the sun. She's just a whole vibe to enjoy.
Okay.
Trikiti still has a role to play. I think he needs to up his game a little bit more because he's always in between everybody and stuff.
And his names are not really that mentioned in social media.
Yeah, I don't think he trends that much. He really needs to push his vibe for people to really see him for, you know, who he is and stuff like that.
So I think a lot of issues and triangles were addressed yesterday by Ebuka. Ebuka got to ask Kiddway where he stands, and Erica too got to get the answer from
Laycon as well.
Laycon had told her that she should stay away from
the old space. What do you think about the old space thing?
I think it will help him. I think it will help Laycon get over himself and get back to the game, because
I hope it's not just by mouth of staying.
The crowd are wicked, Sha.
I feel they just can't really stay away from each other, especially with the fact that in this confined space, you know, when you're in a confined space and you're always seeing someone you have.
No, I think that's your perspective. If someone says they want a friendship from you, then you have to find a way to go back and rebrand yourself and give them what they want.
It's not always as easy as it.
Yeah, definitely. It's not going to be easy, but you have to.
Like that. Laycon has to try as much as possible to stay away from her because he gets distracted. Erica doesn't get distracted because this is her
in
normal.
fact, it's topping her up.
Yeah, this is her normal life.
Moving her up. So Laycon has to get his track, because a lot of people will be coming.
Laycon is a devoted lover.
Yeah, he should just wake up and just understand the fact that she wants to be a friend, and he should.
I think this week I'm very expectant of Laycon to bring up a new vibe. I'm really expectant to see the whole musician Aristotle back
and then even talking about the Lucy and this team fight, Lucy and Nengi's fight. You got to address a lot of things.
If you don't like that fight, I'm sorry, but I like it. I really did like that fight.
What did you like about the fight? Tell us.
Oh my god. See, Lucy 10, Nengi 0. Yeah. Lucy finished her You know what? Know what Lucy was stressing on? Lucy was stressing on, like, new week, new man. Your sense,
Exactly.
your skin is brighter than your sense. Oh my God. That her own body is natural. Look at that she's always checking herself. Maybe I asked my.
But what was the cause of the fight? What even led to that?
Yeah, Lucy said that she went to pee after the whole eviction thingy and the whole table shaking that Ebuka did. Then she was just talking to herself, like some people will just come here and they'll be messing some guys up on their game. And I think Nengi overheard her in the bathroom, and Nengi was like, is it me you're talking to?
Lucy is the origin of the problem.
Yeah, no, Lucy was saying she was just talking to herself. She wasn't talking to anybody particularly. I can be expressing myself and you don't have to verge into what I'm saying and insinuate. But at the same time, both of them have issues. I think Lucy already has
But they gave themselves both
conflict. Yeah, they were on each other's matter. Nengi was shouting, I'm way about old man. And she was like, yes, I'm old, I give advice, please come as in. Lucy was ready yesterday
and then it seems like the quarrel sprinkled to Ozo.
Yeah, Ozo took charge as usual. I don't know why Ozo always thinks this is a family reunion. This is a game, Ozo.
Wake up!
This is a game. But I like how he always tries to coordinate everything, but he shouldn't always expect peace.
All the time.
Yeah, you should always expect peace in a house like that. We feel the young.
That's what really made Nengi to say a lot of things.
Yeah,
like,
Nengi
I can't date you because you're too calm. That's not what I want and all that. But I just felt like it wasn't called for. It wasn't called for at all.
Nengi wanted to express herself. Also was preventing her from
going
into
violence. Did not intervene, it would have turned to a very big fight, which might have caused disqualification. Yeah. So in a way, also helped her career.
It might. See, Nengi, I think Nengi is very smart about that. She might not want to hit you because she would want to provoke you enough to hit her, and then you go home, and that is it. And that's going to be the end of the game for you. So, and she doesn't care if you go or you leave. She's very cool in her position. I think it's
so. Giving you the rundown of the show, we hope that this week there will be lots of packaging, lots of things to talk about.
Sorry, Tochi. Sorry, Eric. I have to go home.
Yeah, doing fine. You don't need to apologize.
Yeah, they said Eric and Lilo will go and hook up for their traditional wedding.
But Lilo said she has a boyfriend, so
I don't know how they will sort out this their issue because I know he has not heard what she said about him.
But he will hear somehow.
But he has to hear, and then we will know what the resolution is.
Okay, guys, stay tuned. It's still BBNaija Feeds brought to you by Gist on Gist.
Yep.
Bye. Till we see you next time.